Hi guys, it's Katie and today I'm going to be sharing my TBR with you for Bookemon Badgeathon, which is a readathon that is happening May 3rd through the 17th of 2019. So, I made a really long TBR because I'm overambitious. I'm probably not going to finish all these books, but I want to try to get as many badges as I can and read as many pages as I can because, I don't know, I love these team-based readathons. I think they're a lot of fun. So yeah, I'm going to just share with you guys my TBR and what I plan on reading during this readathon. So the first badge is the creative badge, and it was to read an art book. So for that I chose Danse Macabre by Stephen King. Now this is kind of, it's a book where he just kind of talks about the horror genre and how it has inspired a lot of his works. So, I mean, that's kind of an art book. It's about writing, which is an art. So yeah, and I've been meaning to read this for a while just because I like horror and I'm interested in to see like what kind of inspired his horror works and if any of it could help me in the future. So I'm really excited to read this. It's pretty big, but it'll probably be very interesting. So the next badge is the memory badge, and that is to read a biography. So for this one I chose The Girl with the Lower Back Tattoo. I rented this on audiobook to kind of listen to because obviously I'll have to read some audiobooks in order to complete all these books because I think I have like 15 or 17 books on my TBR. I'm not actually sure. However many badges there are is how many books I had because I want to be able to get all the badges. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I've seen a couple of Amy Schumer's movies. I don't really know if this book will be something I'm interested in, but it's on there. It was an audiobook, so whatever. The next badge is the exemplary badge, and this is a challenge to read a classic novel. So for that, I chose Big Sur by Jack Kerouac. I don't know, but I watched Kill Your Darlings, and this movie had him as a character in it. So I don't know, this book's pretty short. I wanted to read it. I don't know. My mom picked it up for me. I don't know if it's anything I would actually be interested in. I don't know. Might be interested. Might be interesting. I don't read a lot of classic novels, so this one's pretty short. It's less than 300 pages, and it actually looks, some of it looks like it's more like prose type. Well, at least in the back there's like prose. Well, I guess there's just a poem in the back, but it might be a quick read. Unless it's really dense, then I don't know, but I'll give it a shot. I don't read a lot of classics. The next badge is the pictorial badge, and that is to read a comic or a graphic novel. So for this one, I chose Spider-Gwen Volume 1. I already read Volume 0, but I want to read this one because I purchased it next. So, I don't know, I'm really interested. I just love the art style. It's all pink and pretty and cute, and I like Spider-Man, so I'm interested to read about Spider-Gwen, especially after seeing Into the Spider-Verse. So good. But yeah, this will be a quick read. So the next badge is the Amour badge, which is to read a romance book. So for this one, I chose P.S. I Love You. I did see this movie. Me and my friend watched it, and it was really good. This is a bit of a larger contemporary. It's almost 500 pages, but I feel like it might be a quicker read, especially since I've already seen the movie, and I've just been interested in reading this, so I'm going to give it a try. The next badge is the Chiller badge, and this challenge was to read a mystery. So for that book I chose Confessions of a Murder Suspect by James Patterson. This was like one of the first books I bought. It was like $5 at Walmart. It sounded really interesting, and I just never got around to actually reading it. It's only 300 pages, so I feel like it'll be pretty easy to get through. Yeah, I'm interested in reading that. The next badge is the fantastical badge, and this one challenges you to read a fantasy novel. So for that book, I chose Throne of Glass by Sarah J. Maas. I still haven't read this. It's been on like my past TBRs, and I just never got around to it. So yeah, hopefully maybe I can get around to it. I don't know, it's probably a little bit dense since it is a fantasy book. But it's only 400 pages and it's young adult, so maybe it'll be a little bit easier. But like, I just want to get into this series. I have all the books, why haven't I read it yet? Next badge is the scientific badge, and this challenges you to read a sci-fi. So I actually already completed this badge because I'm filming this video a little bit late. It's already May 5th, so filming my TBR a little bit late. But for this one, I did read The Chemist by Stephanie Meyer, and I thought this book was really good actually. Like, her writing style has definitely improved. Although I did like the host a lot, so I mean, you know, it was very interesting. I don't know, I really liked the story, so it was good. Definitely recommend it. The next badge is the Rainbow Badge, and this challenge is to read an LGBT-based book. So for that, I chose Carry On by Rainbow Rowell because I still haven't read this because I'm garbage. I literally bought this right when it came out, just haven't read it. I love Fangirl, so like I want to read this. It's 522 pages, so this is a beefy one, but it is contemporary, so I think it's contemporary. Actually, I don't think so because I think it's more like fantasy, magical, because it does take, it's a story about Simon Snow that is a fan fiction. She's writing a fangirl basically. So I don't actually know. It just looks kind of contemporary, but I guess it's not really contemporary. The next badge is the Archival Badge, and this challenge is to read a historical fiction. I also did complete this badge already on like the first day of the readathon. And for this one, I read Stalking Jack the Ripper. I actually thought this book was really good. I like that it's kind of like mixed in with actual history. But yeah, it was a good book. I definitely want to read the sequels to that. The next badge is the Panic Badge, and this challenge is to read a horror novel. So for this one, I chose The Merciless 3 by Daniel Vega. I read the first two and I loved them so much. The second one had kind of second book syndrome, but I'm hoping the third one's a little bit better because I love the first one. And okay, this edition is so gorgeous. It's just shiny and has deckled edges, and like, honestly, it's beautiful. And I have the fourth one, so I just really want to finish this series. The next badge is the Jester Badge, and this is to read a comedy book. So for this one, I chose Yes Please by Amy Poehler. This is kind of more a biography, I guess, but I heard it was funny and it was under the humor category on the library website, and I rented the audiobook so that I can listen to it while I'm working or whatever. The next badge is the Know-It-All Badge, and this challenge is to read a nonfiction book. So I am reading, for this one I chose this book called You Are a Badass, and basically it's a book, it's kind of like a self-help book, I guess, a little bit. That's just like, you know, you're amazing, you do you, whatever. But yeah, I chose that book. The next badge is the Prose Badge, and this is to read poetry. So for that one, I chose Love and Index, mostly because it's the only poetry book that I own. I did read some of the poems in here because I bought this book for a poetry class that I was taking in college. But yeah, I figured why not just read all the ones that are in here. And then the last badge is the Diversity Badge, and of course this challenge is to read a diverse book. So for this one, I chose Akatowicz. I think I'm saying that right. I don't know, I just saw it on the library website. It looked interesting. It's kind of like a fantasy type novel, but it does have a diverse author and like a diverse cast of characters. So I don't know, I'm interested to read it. I haven't heard anyone really talk about it, so I don't know how good it is, but I just rented the audiobook because I saw that it was available. But yeah, that is my complete TBR for the Bookemon Badgeathon. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and good luck. I'm on Team Mystic, by the way. Let's go. But yeah, I'm excited to read these books. Also, oh, I don't have the Devouring Grey. That's the like group book. I'm waiting for it to come in the library, so I do want to read that. So hopefully this readathon gives me an excuse. I hope it comes in the library on time. I'm like number 3 on the hold list, so we'll see. If not, I'm definitely still gonna listen to it. Or maybe I'll like go buy the book somewhere, who knows. But yeah, that's all for this video, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Quick announcement. So I'm actually hosting my own readathon in September. I'm gonna make a whole video about it. I just haven't gotten around to it yet because I'm still kind of working out the details of it, but if you guys want to go follow the Twitter, it is at House Battles, and it's a Harry Potter themed readathon that is like team based, so it goes based on your houses and you'll have to earn house points and stuff, and there'll be more details when it gets a little bit closer and once I finish all the final planning. But go follow the Twitter page so that you guys can be notified when there's updates on that. But I'm super excited and hopefully people join. But yeah, I'll definitely make a whole video on this when it gets a little bit closer. But yeah, that's all for this video, so I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Bye!